up of lecture 3. In lecture 3, we had completed what is a capital reduction account. This is the most important account that we make, and it contains gain or loss arising due to internal reconstruction. Whatever the gain or loss is there due to internal reconstruction, we are going to transfer it to account capital reduction account and not to profit and loss account. Capital reduction account is a nominal account where all the expenses and losses are debited and all the income and gains are credited. The debit side is known as sacrifice and the credit side is known as sacrifice and the debit side is known as utilization. The credit side amount is utilized to write off all the losses and expenses on the debit side, including the intangible assets that are there in the balance sheet. In case of any balance remaining in the capital reduction account, it is to be treated as capital profit and transferred to capital reserve account. In this session, we are going to cover journal entries related to alteration of share capital and variation in shareholders' rights. In alteration of share capital, we are going to learn the following journal entries: increasing the share capital, consolidation, subdivision, converting shares into stock, converting stock into shares, cancelling unissued shares, and journal entries. So, first journal entry is, what is the journal entry for increase by issue of share capital? So cash will come in, so cash account, bank account debit. What is going out? Share capital. The share capital account is credited. Consolidation. Now, what is the meaning of consolidation? Consolidation means combine. In this transaction, there will be no change in the total share capital, but there will be change in the quantity of shares. The quantity of share will reduce, such as share capital of rupees, share capital account debit. Nominal value of the share is 1 rupees. 1000 share multiplied by 1 is 1000. This 1 rupee is now converted to 10 rupees. Share capital value remains the same, 1000. So how many shares? 100 shares. So what is consolidation? Consolidation leads to reduction in the quantity of shares. So there is a change in the number of shares as there is a change in the face value, but the share capital amount remains the same. Then we go to subdivision. In subdivision, the quantity of shares increases. As you can see here, the journal entry is share capital account of rupees 100 debit to share capital account of rupees 10. Here you see 1000 multiplied by 100 is 1 lakh rupees, and here you see 10,000 multiplied by 10 is equal to 1 lakh rupees. So what happens in subdivision? In subdivision, these 1000 shares are divided into many subparts and it becomes 10,000. So it leads to increase in the number of shares. So there is a change in the number of share and there is a change in face value, but there is no change in the share capital amount. Share capital amount remains the same. So consolidation and subdivision are opposite of each other. In consolidation, there is a decrease in the number of shares. In subdivision, there is a increase in the number of shares. Next is converting the shares into stock. Stock means converting the share into a block, single block. So 1000 share of 1 lakh each. So the journal entry is equity share capital account debit, 1000 share of 100 each, 1 lakh rupees, to equity stock account of 1 lakh rupees. The same opposite is converting the stock into share. If there is a block of stock, we are going to convert it into share. Equity stock account debit 1 lakh rupees to equity share capital account, face value 100 rupees. So 1000 multiplied by 100 is 1 lakh rupees. Then cancelling of the unissued shares. As the word say, unissued. Unissued means they are not issued, and so there is no entry in the balance sheet. And since there is no entry in the balance sheet, so we don't have to write any journal entry because there is no change in the paid up capital or the number of shares. Then we go to the second part, that is variation in shareholders' rights. In variation in shareholders' rights, we are going to write journal entries for reduction in the rate of dividend and change from cumulative to non-cumulative status. So in reduction in rate of dividend, the rate of dividend of the preference share capital will be changed. 12% preference share is converted to 10% preference share. So the journal entry will be 12% cumulative preference share capital account debit to 10% cumulative preference share capital. So only 12 will become 10. There is no change in the share capital. Then change from cumulative to non-cumulative. So it will be 12% cumulative preference share capital account debit to 12% non-cumulative preference share capital. So only the word cumulative will be changed to non-cumulative. Now what is the meaning of the word cumulative? Cumulative means the shares are entitled to arrears of dividend. And non-cumulative means the shares are not entitled to arrears of dividend. So if there is a company in year one, they do not declare any dividend. In year two, they do not declare any dividend. In year three, they are able to declare dividend. So if it is a cumulative preference share, then these cumulative preference shareholders, they will receive dividend for all 3 years at the rate of 12%. Suppose the share capital is 1 lakh, so it means 12,000 every year. So in the third year, they have to receive 36,000. What happens for non-cumulative? In non-cumulative, in the third year, they are going to receive only 12,000 because non-cumulative means they are not entitled to the arrears of dividend. For first 2 years dividend, they are not entitled to, and that is why they are. That is why it is changing to non-cumulative means arrears of dividend are not to be paid. So here we end our journal entry for variation in shareholders' right.